What's good, YouTube? Nobody here. We are going to play some Factory Town today. This is a pretty good game. It's one of those little chill games that you just hang out with and don't really stress out about. It's pretty simple. It's a basic factory line game. We're going to go ahead and run through the tutorial here so everybody can check it out. I haven't played this game very much, so it's probably a good idea to run through the tutorial anyway. So the first thing they want us to do here is they want us to click a worker and right click on a tree here, and then right click on the base in order to make him gather the material there. So this guy's already gathering the wood. We are good to go on that, and they're going to want us to collect 15 wood. So we're going to tell this guy to help out here and this guy as well. That's probably the smart thing to do to speed things up a bit. We can always tell them to do something later. All right, so that is done, and it wants us to select the buildings, go in the build menu, select buildings, and build a house. Now, we want to build the house somewhere close to one of these little grain places. So we're going to go, I want to leave some room open for later in the tutorial. So we're going to go to about right here to build the house. And then we can place a little guy down. I think that's the next part. Yeah, place the little guy down right here. And then select the worker or actually they want 2 workers, okay. And the next thing is that they want us to gather some fruit or vegetables. So we're going to take both of these workers here and tell them to gather the grain and bring it back to the house. All right, and we are earning coins now. Right up here, you can see your coins. We've got the yellow coins, the red coins, blue coins, and purple coins. Now, every item that we sell to the houses will be something different. And now that this guy is full, we're going to tell him to drop everything off to here. Okay, so it wants us to build a path. The next, that's number 2 on our bar right now. So we're just going to see which direction these guys are heading. And we're going to put paths along that way here. They move faster on a path than they do not on a path. That should cover everything right there. And we got to get this guy doing something too. So let's go ahead and use him for the next thing. Okay, so we need to gather 5 stone. So we're going to get him to gather the stone here. Okay, we've got these 2 guys over here not doing anything. So we're going to have them also gather stone. And this little guy. There we go. They are gathering our stone for us now. And we need to wait for... we need to gather 5 stone, open the build menu, select buildings, and create a lumber mill. There we go. There's the lumber mill. Now, we're going to put the lumber mill probably on this side. That way the wood has a better way to get there. All right, and so we unlocked a bunch of stuff here, so we'll probably go through all of that in the tutorial. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel out of that. And it wants us to select the recipe button here on the lumber mill. So we click the lumber mill and click the big recipe button here, or select recipe button down here. And it tells us to create planks. So we're going to have to hit the planks button there. And to get that to work, we're going to have to take a worker and tell him, let's see, do we have room for other workers? No, we're at 6 of 6. So let's go ahead and build us another house here. Okay, now we can get more workers, and we're going to put another worker down right here, and we're going to put one here because we're going to need 2 of them for this. And we're going to assign this worker here to bring it wood. I think he'll check anywhere that's got wood and grab it from there, and we'll assign him to take that to there. All right, we're collecting planks now, and it says no workers assigned. We have to assign specific workers in here, so we'll have to do that later. Okay, so it wants us to upgrade a house first. So we're going to have to wait for yellow coins, which we don't have any of right now, or don't have enough of. So we're going to tell, let's see, we're going to take one of these workers that we've got working on the stone here, and we're going to tell him to take some grain to the houses. That way we can get coins from the grain. And I'm going to wait until we get the 20 grain or the 20 coins that we need in order to upgrade the house here. And I'm going to fast forward and catch up with you when we get there. Okay, looks like we've got enough coins here. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this house here. And that is that part of the tutorial done. So this game's a lot of fun, actually. It's nice and chill. If you're just looking for something to sit back and relax to, this is a pretty good game for it. Let's see, it says your base can be upgraded. Okay. To increase the house limit as well and your as well as your storage capacity. So it wants us to upgrade our base next. So we're going to need 20 more coins to upgrade the base. We've only got 3 at the moment. We've got this worker basically bringing grain to the house. I think that's about the only thing that we can sell at the moment to the houses. So we're just going to have to wait for it to build up. That won't be an issue. In the meantime, let's make sure all of our little guys are taken care of here. We need a couple more workers here. Let's go ahead and take this right here and assign 1 worker there. That way it'll speed it up a little bit and we can okay, not enough spare population. So this guy is actually working in here now. You need spare population. So basically little guys standing around doing nothing if you want to increase the buildings here. And let's see, we are still waiting on more coins. I'm gonna help out here, and actually this guy doesn't have anything. See, the problem is these houses aren't buying this stuff as quickly. You notice this guy's sitting here just chilling, waiting on something to sell. So we're gonna basically have to wait on the coins again. So I'll be back when we get some more coins. Okay, so we are ready to upgrade our building here. So we're going to go ahead and hit the upgrade button. And we've unlocked the workshop, the food market, the grain mill, and increased the max house by 4. So we can build a bunch more houses as well. So we're probably going to end up having to do that. We're going to go ahead and do the food market like it's saying to start with though. So let's go ahead and create the food market. Now it wants us to connect these food markets to houses. If they are within this little green area for the house, they'll be within range to supply the house automatic. So let's go ahead and rotate our camera here so we can see a little bit better and go back in here and try to put the food market somewhere close. I think right here in the center is probably going to be good. That way we've got access pretty much to everything here. I think that would be perfect. So we're going to put the food market there. And it says you can also use footpaths and roads to connect to houses that are further away. So we need to deliver an item to the market. Let's go ahead and get a guy. Which means we're going to have to upgrade this house over here. And we don't quite have enough gold for that yet. So we're going to have to hold on. Or we can just take one of these guys over here. We've got, I think, 2 guys over here collecting stone, which we're not really going to need quite right yet. So I'm going to grab him and I'm going to tell him to deliver grain to the market here. And in fact, this guy right here can also deliver grain to the market because the market will automatically disperse it to the houses. And that should speed up our coin production quite a bit. Yeah, there we go. And let's go ahead and give them more path to go on to. There we go. They should be on a path the entire time. And now it wants us to do grain mill. So let's see. We're going to need... Okay, we can go ahead and do a grain mill. Now we've got the grain right there. So let's put the grain mill, I guess, right in here so it'll be easier to supply the grain mill. And this is probably not the best place to put it, but for the tutorial, I think this is going to suffice. Okay, so we've placed that building and it peoples. Sorry about that. I had to restart my OBS real quick so I could get my audio back from the game. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to place another little guy. It says we've got... Okay, there we go. This little guy can work here, and it says we've got an extra spot for a guy, but I don't see him. Oh, I think the spare population... Okay, yeah. So the capacity is what makes the difference here. This worker that we've got sitting here isn't actually doing anything. So let's go ahead and tell him to make flour. There we go. And we're going to tell this guy to do the same. That makes sense. It basically makes a guy. Okay, we're going to tell this to go in here and do flour. And then we're going to tell this guy to take this flour here and bring it to the market. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. And then it says the workshop will let you craft wood, wheels, conveyor belts, and many other useful items. All right, so we're going to do a workshop next. And I think we're going to put our workshop about right here for now. Let's keep that out of the way of these guys so they don't slow down any. And spin this around so we can see what's going on here. And we're going to have this worker stop what he's doing and start supplying the workshop here. And that leaves us this guy. We can tell him to take these and... Oh, okay, so first we're going to have to set the recipe here. So we're going to have to create wood wheels is what they want us to do. So we're going to go ahead and create some wood wheels here. And this worker's not doing anything, so we're going to tell him to carry the wheels over to here. To the base. And we almost have enough to upgrade one of these houses again, so I'm just going to wait for that, and then I'm going to go ahead and upgrade another house. Yeah, there we go. We're still going to need 5 stone brick, so we don't have the bricks yet. We can't upgrade to level 2. So it looks like we're going to have to create another house. So let's go ahead and just place that right in here. Why won't you let me? What are we short? Oh, we don't have enough wood. We need 15 wood. And these guys aren't bringing wood here, apparently. They are, but it's going away pretty quickly. Interesting. Oh, okay. I see what I did. I make a mistake here. Okay, the wood needs to go straight into here, and then we need to have a guy going back and forth from here. So let's go ahead and tell him to take the wood straight into there. And then we're going to have this little guy take this to here. That should work. And that guy's supposed... Okay, that's what we want to do. So we need to make us 4 wagon wheels here. Let's see. There we go. We now have some wagon wheels coming. We've got 2 of them. We need 4 of them before we can move forward. And it's going to tell us to make a wagon next, if I remember correctly. Yeah. We need to make the wagon now that we've got the 4. So we're going to go here and go to workers and wagon, which we need a spare worker. So that means we're also going to need another house. Let's go ahead and build us a house here. We're still short on the wood for the house, I believe. So we're going to take... Why isn't he moving any? We don't really need any extra stone right now. So let's go ahead and just have him do some wood over here. And we can upgrade our base as well. So I'm going to hold off on that because I think it's going to want us to do that for the tutorial. Okay, so I'm stopping the lumber mill for the time being so I can go ahead and get some more wood. We're just going to create another guy here. And we're going to tell him to run back with wood. because we need to build another house so we can get some extra workers here. We're running short on all of that. We need an extra worker here for the wagon, and we just don't quite have enough workforce here. So, all right, that should speed things up a little bit. I need 15 wood before I can move forward, and these guys are still running the wood back and forth to here. So which one are you? You're doing that. So let's go ahead and tell you to grab wood from here and put in here too. All right, so I think that's going to be better. We were pulling the wood out of the base just as quickly as we could put it in, and that wasn't a good thing. So, and I think that should be everything. We're going to go ahead and wait for the 15 wood, and then we're going to create our new house. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we have the extra house here, which gives us an extra worker, which will allow us to come in here and build a wagon. We're still short for, okay. So we'll restart the plank factory here so we can get the planks that we need, because we're using all the planks that we're making. And now we can have one of these guys take this wood here over to the lumber mill. And we are going to tell this guy to stop what he's doing so we're not using up our planks too quickly. And now we're building up the planks. Good. So now let's see, what do we need for the wagon still? We need 4. Okay, so that's 3 that we have. There we go. That's enough. And then we can place a wagon here. And it says done. And it wants us to build chutes next. Chutes are going to be a little more in depth here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. And we'll pick up where we're at for the next video. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. If you haven't already, please drop a like to let me know that you did. Also, if you're new here, think about subscribing and hitting the bell notification to be alerted when a new video goes live. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, click one of the videos on your screen now. Thank you. Have a nice day.